Hi, I'm Dawn, and this is a short tutorial on the use of Open Virtual Phone Bank for first-time users. First, a little bit of background on phone banks. The names and numbers of the people who you are calling have been collected from public records. These are in a database created by the Democratic Party called the Voter Activation Network, or VAN for short. Each person you call has a profile of public data, including such things as their address, whether or not they have voted, not who they voted, because that's not public, just that they did vote, perhaps some survey question that they may have answered, etc. Added together, this information creates a profile that can sometimes be an indicator of what party this person is likely to be leaning toward and how strongly. This is helpful to campaigns and other initiatives. The phone bank helps keep that data about that person up to date and accurate, and usually asks a survey question and provides information to the person you're calling. You'll see how this works as we go through it. So now I'm going to share my screen with you. Share screen. All right. When you choose to join a phone bank, the first thing that will happen is you'll get an email with a link to Open VPB, Virtual Phone Bank. And you get started by clicking Get Started. If you have done any other activities online on behalf of the Democratic Party, you probably already have an action ID. If not, you need to create one by clicking on the link to create an action ID account. After you've done that, then you can sign in, which I'm going to do right now. Okay, I'm going to switch to my bigger screen so that I can see better. All right. Now, first let's take a look at the page that you'll be looking at when you're in a virtual phone bank. Right at the top, if you have questions about this phone bank, a little information icon there, you'll have the name of the person who is the administrator of this phone bank and their phone number and an email address in case you have any problems with it. Okay. Now there are a lot of elements to this page that are not always exactly the same. It's set up differently for each phone bank. But at the very top, you'll have the person that you are calling. In this case, all of these people are fictitious people with fictitious numbers. This is auto register. His number is 201-555-5555. Over to the left, you may see a little bit of extra information about Otto if it is available. For instance, you might see his voting city or his voting county. Underneath Otto's name here, there may be his age, which is frequently very helpful. It might also identify him as male, female, or undocumented, or undecided, or however you want to say that. The sexual identification of these voters is based on their first name. It's a best guess because voters generally do not provide that information. And so it's sometimes helpful to know if you're speaking to someone who identifies as a male or as a female or as another identity. Okay. Sometimes you will also see at the top, also in household, as we see here. We have auto register, and we also have at this same number, Donna register. You can flip back and forth between the two. So if I was calling Otto and someone picked up the phone and said, "Hi, this is Donna," you can flip right over and you can ask the information of her instead of Otto. Okay. When there's more than one person in a household, you don't ever ask one person to make a statement about the other person. You don't ask Otto to answer the survey question on behalf of Donna. Okay. All right, back to Otto. Underneath, you will see I can't reach Otto. 3/4 of the phone calls that you make will either not be answered or it will go to voicemail. That's just the way it is. And so right at the top, what do you do if you can't reach Otto? This provides a drop-down list with a lot of ways to answer how this call played out. For instance, you will see Otto's not home. It rang and rang and rang, did not go to voicemail, nobody picked up. Otto's not home. Or somebody that was not Otto and not Donna answered and just said, Otto's not home. You could do that. Refuse if they chose not to answer the survey question, or if they picked up, you started talking and they hung up right away. That would be considered refused. Deceased, moved, they want you to call back. It rings busy or they are busy. You are able to leave a message, wrong number, disconnected, other, that sort of thing. This entire list provides data points. Sometimes it's just a data point in this particular phone bank, like if they weren't home, the phone bank, when a report is run on this phone bank, it shows that someone tried to reach Otto, Otto was not home. And so it's probably really fine to try to reach Otto again. If you left a message, it leaves a data point that you left a message. And so the administrator may choose not to call Otto again and can set it up so that if you reach Otto, or if you don't reach Otto, but you do leave a message, then his name drops off of the phone bank, and so he does not get called again. Now, there are 2 items on here that actually change the voter information in the data bank. One is deceased. If you mark a person deceased, you can't bring them back from the dead. They will always show up as a deceased person. It can't be changed. Another thing that can't be changed is disconnected. That number will always show up when associated with this person as disconnected. That can't be fixed either. So these are what you would choose if you did not reach the person you were calling. All right, I'm going to cancel this to close it out. Right now, underneath this, you did reach the person. You have a script, sample script here. Hello, my name is Dawn. I'm a volunteer with the XYZ County Democrats. We're conducting a survey to find out people's preferences about voting in person, by absentee ballot, or by mail-in ballot. Okay? Pro tip here. When you're doing this, put a smile on your face, because a smile shows up in your tone of voice. It really does. Okay. So then you have the survey question that you're asking. Are you requesting an absentee ballot or a mail-in ballot? All right. You have an option to click here. In this particular case, and this is just a sample survey question, you can choose an option of they're identified as a permanent absentee ballot has been requested, a mail-in ballot has been requested, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Or if you go back to choose an option, if they chose not to answer that particular question, you can just do that, okay? And that will show up as a data point that this person did not want to answer that question. The results of the survey question also become part of the person's permanent voter record. For instance, if they were marked that they are voting in person, say voting in person, that just shows up as the answer to a survey question. It might lead someone analyzing this data to think that this person is not in favor of mail-in ballots. Might not necessarily be that, but it's an example of different data points that are added to the person's profile to give an indication of what party they're leaning toward, what their thoughts are on certain issues, that sort of thing. It's all just data collection. Okay, goes to voicemail. You have a voicemail script here. Hello, this is Dawn with the XYZ County Democrats, reminding voters that everybody can vote by mail in 2020. Find out more by calling the XYZ Democrats at ... Have a great day. Okay, So you leave a voicemail message. About voicemail. If the voicemail comes up and it says very clearly, "Hi, this is Otto and Donna. Leave a message." You can mark that you left a message for Otto. You can also switch to Donna and mark that you left a message for Donna. This gives you the opportunity to give information about both people who answer this phone. Okay. Okay, let's go back here. All right. Let's say we left a message for Otto. I'm going to leave a message. So this will show up in this phone bank that Otto received a message. Now, this message will automatically come up at the bottom. Did you talk to anyone else in the household? For instance, did the voicemail go to both people? Are you sure about that? Or alternately, when the phone rang, instead of Otto answering, the person who answered said, "Hi, this is Donna." She's already on your list. You know she's on your list. You can talk to Donna about this. Then you can ask, "Can I talk to Otto and ask him the survey question as well?" Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. It's okay. This is just a reminder, first off, that there are two people that you can talk to. There are two people that you can collect data on. And when you're giving your answer here, make sure you're giving your answer regarding the correct person. Okay? All right. So we have contacted Otto. We got a voicemail that couldn't be identified as for both Otto and Donna. So we left a message. So now, if for some reason we put the information down for the wrong person, we can click cancel at the bottom and do it again. All right. But I'm pretty sure that we left the message the way I intended to do it. So save and next call. You made your first call. Yay. Okay, next call. Amelia Citizen. We don't have as much information about Amelia. We see that there are two people in the household, Alexander Citizen and Amelia Citizen. We're calling Amelia. Okay, phone rings. Ring, 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 ring. Doo, doo, doo. The number you have reached is not a working number. What do you do first? Check to make sure you dialed the right number. Okay, because you don't want to get rid of that number if you shouldn't get rid of that number. All right. So couldn't reach Amelia. The phone was disconnected. All right. Did you talk to anyone in the house? Well, in this case, since Alexander is also answering the same phone, you can say you couldn't reach Alexander because the phone was disconnected. So you addressed two voters with one stone there. All right. Save and next call. And so it goes on and on and on like this. Now, I get to the point where I'm really thirsty. I need to get a drink of water. Stop making calls. Okay, go get a drink of water. Come back, make more calls. Okay, goody. For some reason, I want to skip this person. There may be a reason. I don't know why there would be a reason. Perhaps this person is someone that you know, and you would prefer not to call a person that you know for some reason. You might be able to skip if it's set up to do that. Okay, you can skip. Brings you to the next person. Okay, so this will go on. It's very unlikely that anyone would get through an entire phone bank all by themselves, but ultimately at the end, there will be a little message saying, "You've reached the end of your phone bank, you're done." Okay, so I'm going to stop making calls, and I'm going to leave the session by clicking leave the session. I'm logged out, and that's it. It's a lot of fun. I think I've covered everything. And so good luck. Again, most of the calls that you make will go to voicemail. Sometimes it goes really fast. Sometimes you get some really great conversations going that make it really worthwhile. So have fun.